Hello Tokusatsu community, welcome back to my SODO Sunday series here on the Toku Toy Story YouTube channel. It's time for Season 2. So last year was the start of my SODO Sunday series here on the Toku Toy Story YouTube channel, and I covered all of the Build SODO news, and also the Shoto news, and then the Yudo news for Q Ranger and Lupin Ranger vs. Pato Ranger. And it's time for SODO Sunday Season 2, where we cover the same thing as usual, all of the news in the SODO, Shoto, and Yudo line of figures from Japan. But this time, we have a brand new Rider series to cover. First, I want to thank all of you who watched Season 1. I really do appreciate it. I love making this series, and I love reporting all this news. So let's stop wasting some time. Let's get right into Season 2's first group of news with Kamen Rider Build. Yes, last time we covered Kamen Rider Build, it was said to be the last time, but they have a couple more tricks up their sleeve, as it seems. So Build's finale airs next week, as of the time of this episode dropping, and we're not sure if there's anything in the finale quite yet, and also for spoiler reasons I've avoided to check, but there is a thing on Premium Bandai from episode 48, and that is that it's just a small little thing, but the accessory piece of the Build driver with both the Magma Knuckle and the Hazard Trigger on it apparently were in episode 48, and they will be in that Premium Bandai set that we've talked about a couple weeks ago. So not a new set, so if you already pre-ordered that set, you're going to get that accessory anyway, you just didn't know it. So that's pretty cool. They just wanted to keep that off to the side because they didn't want to reveal that accessory yet, because they thought it was a spoiler. So, but here it is, it's in the set, and it looks great. Also, I want to correct one of my mistakes from my last SODO Sundays, in which I talked about the Premium Bandai set, in which I didn't know why the evil chest plate was in it. Well, thanks to my good friend Frozen Stratos, I found that the chest plate is actually for the evil rabbit and dragon forms, like it was stated, but I thought it was just so you could have all three of them on the same display, but it actually turns out that there is a bit of a difference on the chest plate, since there's like a spike piece right here on the Cobra form, but it's not there on the rabbit and not there on the dragon form, which means that the previous SODO figures were actually technically inaccurate. So this is actually a correction on previous SODO figures and not just a way to display all three. So I really do appreciate Bandai correcting their mistake like that, and then I have to correct my mistake about them correcting their mistakes. So there we go, that's what that is for. And that's the only thing I wanted to cover on that one. There was also a weird coming soon image up on the last round of Build SODO figure stuff. So it's unknown if SODO Build will still have another figure or so up its sleeve. There's a potential something from the finale, and there was a silhouette about a month ago of a potential Rogue form post-show. So it's very possible that SODO Build will be leaving us for a little bit, but will come back and return just like X8 did last year. But only time will tell on that one, but it's been a fun ride with Build. Now that Kamen Rider Build is ending next week, Kamen Rider Zi-O is the next Rider series to take its place, and of course, SODO is returning yet again for its third year. So SODO was a line that started with X8, Build picked it up, and now Zi-O is doing it. So here it's time for Kamen Rider Zi-O SODO figures. So last night, the Bandai Candy Toy blog uploaded their very first images of what the Zi-O SODO figure would look like, and it looks fantastic. It also looks exactly like you think it would. So there's Kamen Rider Zi-O in his base form, and it also comes with, the accessories that any SODO figures would come with. It comes with a stage with his sticker on it. It comes with his sword in sword mode, the Zekon G blade, but only in the sword mode. The gun mode is not yet seen in this SODO line, but I guarantee you will get it. But the biggest surprise on this one is that Zi-O comes with swappable hands, just like a Dai SODO set would come with. Just like Dai SODO Build and Dai SODO Cross came with last year, we are getting him right off the bat with swappable hands. It's unknown if only Zi-O will be like this, maybe Gates will get it, but probably not every figure in the line. It's probably just good for the special ones. But I guess that probably eliminates our chance of getting a Dai SODO set later on down the line, but maybe we could. But it is cool that they're already taking the initiative to just go ahead and give you the swappable hands right off the bat, and they look great. They should have a picture showing them off with him doing like a, passing of the torch with him in Build. So that was pretty cool. And that's basically all there was for the Zi-O figure. The only other thing that I can mention is that the Jiku driver can rotate on the figure. They do show that. I mean, you can pretty much rotate any belt on the SODO figures. They are just in there on a peg that can come out. So it makes sense that you can rotate, but it is cool since that does imitate what the show does. You can really get some more poses out of that. And I think they really nailed it with Zi-O. So we also found out, just like how X-Aid was called X-Aid Stages and Build was like Build Lab, we find out that Zi-O's will be called Zi-O Ride 1. That's what set 1 is called. And we don't know how many figures will be in it, but we do know that Zi-O will be very similar to the X-Aid SODO figures, in which you have a box with the body and a box with the armor, which makes sense. I couldn't really see it being done in any other way. It's very similar to the X-Aid SODO figures. It doesn't really have a gimmick like Build's did, although I think Build nailed it with how they did it. But yes, so Zi-O is very similar to the X-Aid figures. So if you got those, you're pretty much knowing exactly what you're getting. It's like if you're getting, it's basically like you're getting the X-Aid SODO figure, like, distribution, but with the quality that was upped with the Build SODO figure. So you still have the waist joint, and then you have these hands, their swap and stuff. There's like the best of both SODO lines together for Zi-O, which kind of makes sense for like an anniversary season, kind of, you know, making the best out of the past and stuff. So that's pretty cool. So I'm very happy to end up seeing where the Zi-O SODO line will take us this year. The Build SODO line ended up giving us like 50 figures. I showed them off tonight in a Remember blog post. And I mean, there's just a lot that they could do. We already have all the armor forms for the different riders that we could be getting. And it could be another very exciting year for SODO. So make sure you stay tuned to SODO Sundays Season 2 here on the Toku Toy Story YouTube channel and on the news blog for the article that attaches with this video. And if you like the rest of this, then check out the rest of my content over at Toku Topics. Be sure to follow me on Twitter at LivingRangerKey. And until next time, Tokusatsu forever. Thank you for watching SODO Sundays this past year.